What's up guys, Harry here, and today I'm going to show you my favourite picture profile settings for video on the Canon 5D Mark IV that allow me to get video that looks just like this. First things first, before we get into this week's video, if you do enjoy it, then please hit the like button down below, and if you want to learn all things photography and filmmaking every single week, then why not hit subscribe down below, and that really is appreciated. Picture profiles. What do I mean by a picture profile? A picture profile is what a camera does to an image as it comes into the camera, how it interprets the colours, the contrast, the sharpness and things like that. It's very similar to when you upload a photo to Instagram, when you can choose a different filter and it will change the look of the photo. This is exactly what's going on inside your camera. Now, this is great if you want a quick and easy look, if you have a profile that suits your style. Fantastic. However, a lot of us creatives, we want to add our own look, our own style to the image, or the video in this case. The problem comes is because there's no way of reversing these colour changes that have been done in camera. Yes, you can adjust it in one way or another, but you'll lose quality if you go too far, and sometimes it is very, very difficult to get the look you want. You may well have heard of a log profile, whether it's C-Log in Canon cameras or S-Log in Sony or whatever camera that you've got. Log is a very flat picture profile that allows you to have maximum flexibility when it comes to grading. The slight difference with log is it also captures more data, gives you higher dynamic range than a normal picture profile does, and there's a few other benefits as well. However, this video is going to focus on a camera that doesn't have that, such as the 5D Mark IV, unless you sent yours off to be upgraded by Canon or you bought one brand new with the log edition already applied. How we're going to try and recreate this look is by creating our own flat picture profile in camera, so when the image is coming into the camera, there's very little post-processing being done to the image that makes it too saturated or over contrasted. Now, what this will allow us to do is when we then jump back into the computer, into editing, we have maximum flexibility when it comes to the colour correction, adjusting the exposure and the contrast and the saturation to something that suits our style or the look of the video that we're trying to create. Right, so I'm going to show you my settings, and this is a very personal thing. I like my sharpness quite high because I like the sharp look that you get, and I film a lot on zoom lenses. Something like the 16-35 Mark II that I've got, it's actually quite a soft lens, and I like a really nice sharp crisp image. Some people don't, some people like a far more natural looking image, and it's personal preference, and this is not a go-to setting if it doesn't give you the look that you want. Feel free to play around with it. It's having the neutral colour profile that allows you to colour correct and colour grade in a way that suits your style, suits the video that you're shooting, so the final product looks just how you wanted it to look. I'm actually filming on the 5D Mark IV now, so it'll be tricky to film me showing you something on the back of a camera. So what I'll do is I'll get another camera out and I'll film the 5D Mark IV and I'll show you the settings and I'll talk through them as I go along. Right, so once your camera's all set up and powered on, you're going to hit the menu button just underneath the power switch, and in the first menu you're going to scroll across to the third section, and in the third section it starts with picture style. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit set to open that one up, and these are all the standard ones and the automatic ones that come on the 5D. And if you scroll right down to the bottom, you've got 3 user-defined profiles. Now, it doesn't matter which one you use because you can modify all of them. But I tend to use user-defined just so I know which one is my style. So once you've got one of those highlighted, press Info just next to the menu button. And you can then scroll down and adjust each setting individually. So these are my favourite settings to use. So firstly is having the Sharpness Strength a little over halfway. As I said earlier, I do really like a nice sharp crisp image, even though it does look a little bit digital. The next one is the contrast, and I don't have this all the way down, but I have it one just before the lowest point, and the same with the saturation, which means there's still a little bit of colour there so you can see what you've got to work with, but it's not oversaturated, allowing you to add the amount of saturation that you think is best. And then the colour tone is best left in the middle, I find. And that's it. And then just push menu to cycle out, and there we go. You have your flat picture profile all set up, and the camera will remember. And if you push the Q button, you can, if you wanted to, set up a few different ones. You can cycle between them, and you can see the image changing as I go through the different profiles. Like I said earlier, your picture profile settings are down to your personal preference of what you prefer and the style that you're going for your video. I'll pop my settings down below if you want to copy them on your camera. If not, feel free to use them as a base, and you can make minute adjustments depending on the look that you're going for. I really hope that you've enjoyed this week's video and that I've taught you something about picture profiles. If you did and you enjoyed watching, then please hit the like button down below. If you want to learn more about photography and filmmaking every single week, then hit subscribe and make sure you've got those notifications turned on so you get a notification every time that I upload a new video just like this one, hopefully teaching you something new. I'll see you in the next one.